I said that this is the Eric Show.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is 8-Bit Eric, and today we are going to check out Fast and Furious Showdown for the Wii U, just in time for Fast and Furious 6.
To begin, I do have to give Activision some credit, because instead of making a Fast and Furious game that would have just focused squarely on racing, Fast and Furious Showdown features multiple types of levels, which range from standard racing to shooting the crap out of everything to even just causing mayhem and destruction. And at first glance, this is a good sign, I suppose, because it looks like an actual effort was made rather than simply slapping on the Fast and Furious logo on a generic racing game.
Sadly, I feel that Activision fails to reach the full potential of what they could have had with Fast and Furious Showdown. Just like their other recent release, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct.
While this is a major problem, you have to commend the effort, or lack of effort, that Activision attempted. This game is separated into 10 parts of a handful of missions, almost all taking place in a different area.
Now at first glance it seems that there is a good amount of levels, however, there's several missions to each chapter. There's only 8 chapters. That means there's a lot of repetitiveness. Now, some of these stages you do have a couple unique vehicles, such as a helicopter for one, but other than that, it's gonna just feel the same thing over and over and over, and it just feels like filler, to be honest, and I didn't like that about this game, sadly.
These areas are very lacking in detail, and they almost look comparable in graphics to a PS2 game. Each part generally starts with a race before 4 similar events. So for instance, in Mexico, there's missions where you practice your actual final mission, and it's this slow progression through the game that makes it incredibly tedious and quite repetitive, since it's always the same track no matter the mission. Bottom line, while there's all types of events, none of these are really fun in my opinion, and I started to feel like it was more of a chore to get through this game.
The most major problem with this game is that it controls very poorly. I absolutely hate having to drive in this game, and you have to drive. It's Fast and Furious.
The turning controls of this game are absolutely horrendous, and I find myself often hitting rails, walls, and other cars in an effort to try to complete my mission.
Ultimately, it's hard to tell when you're supposed to turn for a tight turn, and there's tons of them, which makes it a real pain in the ass. It's almost impossible to do a turn, in my experience, without hitting anything. Drifting does no good. I cannot get the hang out of drifting.
Now, amidst all the game shenanigans, there is a storyline where, surprisingly enough, the majority of the cast actually appears. With the exception of Vin Diesel, who is probably too smart to sell out on his own likeness for whatever reason. Now, the rest of the cast is appearing only in likeness, while there's voice actors which fill in instead. And while they're not too bad, and the cinematic scenes are decent enough, the story really doesn't excuse the gameplay for this game.
I guess on a scale of 1 through 10, I would rate Fast and Furious Showdown maybe a 6 or a 7. It's not bad. It's not average. It's kind of... It might not be your cup of tea. I'm not really into racers, much less racing games that have mission objectives and all. But it did exceed my expectations. Now, saying it exceeded my expectations isn't saying much. But it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it was a little bit better than I thought it would be. But it might be worth a look. If you're a Fast and Furious fan, you're probably going to be let down. If you're looking for something to just pick up and play, it's worth the rent. Now, I wouldn't spend full price for this game if I were you. Perhaps when the price goes lower, this game might be a buy. For now, it's a rent. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned. I have more reviews coming your way. Peace out.